There we go. So, I need to back this up. Is it zoomed in? Guess not. Okay. I guess I need to back up. Okay. Or you need to fucking back up. Okay, much better. Alright, today I'm gonna be installing a 72-pin connector. What's a 72-pin connector? This is a 72-pin connector. What does it go to? It goes to this. Like an NES. Crap. Hey, shut up.
I've never seen anybody. I've never been thinking of.
Okay. Now, what does a 70-pin? What does a 72-pin connector do? Well, it's the thing that holds the cartridge in. There you go. You slide it in. This is the thing that actually holds the cartridge and reads the cartridge, and that's tight. That's gonna work. Holds the cartridge, plays the cartridge, goes into the. Well, you'll see when I install it. Come with me! Now, of course, to install a 72-pin connector, you have to unscrew all the screws in the fucking Nintendo. Fortunately for me, I already did that, so I'm just gonna take everything out. Actually, I have to unscrew this part still, because what I like to do is, well, I tried to fix the old 72-pin connector, but it didn't work. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part out. Put the 72-pin connector back in. I need to start saying stop. Just abbreviate to pin connector. They know it's 72. So take the pin connector out, put the new one in, screw this part back in, and then test the game. And then when I'm assured that it works, put all the screws back in, and then just do a little victory dance for winning and fixing things. So, yeah, I'm gonna go get a screwdriver. I'll be back. And we're back, and I brought like 3 screwdrivers, because I gotta be sure. Alright. That one needs more screw. More unscrewing. That's what we're doing. Out what we're doing here. Don't want to break anything. Yeah, the reason why I'm not working on the table and I'm working on my bed is because I threw out my table because it was taking up too much space. I don't need it anyway.
Myself, I want to sit down. And
God damn it!
I've never thought that.
Mouse, go away from me. Everything that can turn on the computer video that I'm watching, just go over there. Jeez. Okay. Now, let's try to remember how we took this thing out in the first place. There's a screw still in here now, I think. Either that or I'm just being dumb. Because you don't want to force it. You don't want to force it. You'll break something. Take the screws out. There we go. Okay. This part goes forward. And then you have to finagle with this. Okay, yeah, another screw. I knew it. If you're gonna learn how to unscrew it, I'm going to be putting all the screws back in, so just reverse that process. Okay. Something is not quite right here. Okay. It's up. Slide the pin connector off. It's the old pin connector. Okay. This is... Did I ever completely lift it up? I'm not even sure anymore. But anyway, it's not necessary to. Just need to lift it up enough to get the damn pin connector off and on. Okay. So, there we go. Once you have the pin connector in your hand, it'll be common sense which side slides into the motherboard here and which side holds the games. So don't even worry about that. Just gotta put a little elbow grease in there. Sometimes you do have to force it, kids. Old technology. Sometimes you need a little bit of muscle. Alright, let's put the screws back in. Make sure that it's on there completely. Oh wait. Oh, don't forget this thing. Which side? This side? No. This is the side that the cartridge goes in. A metal piece. Okay. Come on. Am I just like... Am I fucking up? Oh. Which side goes? I am everywhere and nowhere right now. Jeez. It's gonna be a lot of fast forwarding going on. What's still holding it down, I wonder? Oh! There's another screw over here. Make it easy on yourself. Remove all the screws. Don't try to... There we go. There we go. Now everything's all flippity floppity all around. Oh jeez, it's hot here. I had to shut off my AC so that it didn't interfere with the sound. Kids better fucking respect what I do for you. Teaching you all about the gizmos and gadgets. Is this it? Positive. Just slide over a bit. There we go. There we go. Don't yank everything too far around because you might unplug or rip out one of these cords. And then you are jolly well fucked at that point. Unless you're really good at soldering and shit like that. Really confident in your electricianal works. Which I'm not. So, there we go. Now, we just screw the bad boy back in. We do the minimum job of screwing the bad boy back in. So that we can test it. Also, keep a track on what screws go where, because some screws are longer than others in this thing, and some of them will just like slide in and then dangle around, and you don't want that. Just keep an eye on your screws keep them separated. There's only a few screws that are longer than others. That's the important part. And then, yeah. Or if you like doing trial and error on something that you don't have to do trial and error on, sure, I'm not gonna judge you. It's your project now, not mine. I'm just here to guide the way. Whoa! That's why I like old technology. That would do nothing to it. It's okay. It's all good. Nothing's broken. If your hands are steady enough to not flip a table, then you can fix an NES. Minimum fixes. I remember doing this. This took me ages. I kept dropping the damn screw and it kept just falling about. But this time, we got it in one try. That's good. Okay. And it is here. Yeah. There we go. Now, let's go test it. Alright, now we're at the TV. I would have done my famous flying camera, but this camera is new and its battery life sucks. But it's better quality. I'll buy new batteries some other time. Alright. We have it all set up, all plugged in. And here we go. Okay. Test number 2. Back it up. Move my bowl of oatmeal. Put it up here. Okay, I think I know what the problem is. I think it needs the other screws up top to keep this thing down. Alright, I'm back. And first time it didn't work, of course, you saw. But I need a light. Alright. I need a smaller light so that I can actually hold it. Boom. You'll be good momentarily. And I need to shut my AC off because you could probably hear that shit in the background. Alright, so. Okay, so what I did was I put the screw, I added the 2 screws, the screw in the back here to put more pressure on this so it connects to the board better. And I put the screws here and here. So also I took the pin out and then I put it back in and see if I could get it in there even tighter. So, test number 2. Let's move this shit. All this shit all the way, all the way. Alright, good. I'll try Russian attack. Alright. The thing about this 72 pin connector, it's not a, I don't think it's a first person. I think it's like a 72 pin connector made by a different company, which says to me that it's not going to work. Well, it's going to work. I tried it. It does work. But it's not as good as a Nintendo one. What? Alright, hold on. About to go with Team Not Crash, but I have to finish this first. Okay, so you have to finagle the cartridge into a sweet spot, as you just saw me do. And once you get it into that sweet spot, works every time. But my Nintendo, this Nintendo belongs to DJ. our editor. You know him. He plays dim games. But my Nintendo down here, I think it has... That's the Sega. There it is. It has what I believe to be a first party one. So I could just slide the cartridge in. The cartridge has to be clean, of course, but I could just put the cartridge in. It works every time. But this is the best I could do with this. I mean, it works, but you're gonna have those good old NES problems of finagling it. I remember my old NES. I had to fucking put a book in it, like a small book, to hold the cartridge down to get it to work. So I'm gonna put these. I'm gonna go get the door, but first I'm gonna go put the screws back in this thing. No, first I'm gonna get the door, then I'm gonna put the screws back in this thing. See you in a minute.
Oh.
Okay, so as Bob of Team Not Crash Frame talks in the background, I'm gonna be screwing this back together.
You better screw it good.
Okay. If you don't learn how to unscrew it, you just watch this part in reverse. Because I had everything unscrewed already.
Yeah.
So I just did the whole cooking show shit. I have to unscrew this. Thank goodness I have one already done.
It's a great cooking show. Bullshit. It's a great cooking time with great people, starring a great man.
Yes.
The eve of extinction.
That game is so okay.
I just look at it. It's just the guy with the fucking sword on the cover. That's it.
Basically,
Guy with sword.
that's one of those games that I'd see at GameStop all the time, and then years and years would pass, and I would keep seeing this game there.
Non-stop.
And then eventually, when I actually have money, I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna buy it. I gotta see what this is about. I'm tired. It was a Cyborg Grandpa G scenario, except for no one told me about the game before I played it.
Oh my god. You got that Kingdom Hearts 2.
Anybody who's watching,
Of course you would have Mega Man X7.
yeah.
Best game. No, I like how everybody watching is silent and probably wants to kill me. Saying that.
They know you're being sarcastic.
Some people are like those butthurt internet dudes. They're like, you know what? No, I don't agree with you. Downvote. You know what? Thumbs down.
X7 has its good points.
A kangaroo in a bigger kangaroo that punches so good. You talk about a game like that.
Tunyon, tornado Tunyon. Best Maverick. Better than Split Mushroom.
Better than Split Mushroom. Because, Split Mushroom is the best mushroom. Better than the mushrooms at the drug. Don't do mushrooms, kids.
Actually, do mushrooms, kids.
Fine.
Do all the mushrooms.
Yeah, just do that.
Just do a bunch of drugs. See what you like.
Every single drug.
Don't do the white drugs. Don't do coke or heroin.
But especially don't do Mobile Suit Gundam Journey to Jotaro.
Journey to Jabroni?
Journey to Jotaro. Or the one 3DS game you have, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate.
Yep. Literally the only one I have.
The only one. Although I think you figuratively own the Shinobi 3D at this point because it keeps catching your eye.
Yeah, I keep looking at it like, one day you will be mine.
It's like $10.
I know.
It's like, you get it. What are you waiting for it to be 99 cents?
And I keep looking at it like, I don't know, you guys. Maybe I do like Shinobi, but I don't know.
I hear it's pretty good.
So do I.
Yeah, better than that not Shinobi with the girl.
Fucking Nightshade.
Like how you played one level of that and you're like, I don't like this.
I got up to the first boss and was like, you know what? No.
Why do you have 2 DVDs of Versus?
One has a story behind it, and the other one I bought at a convention.
Oh, okay.
I might give away the one, the not special edition one. we watched the special edition one at
my house.
yeah, but the other one I convinced. This was when Blockbuster was still open, and me and Morgan would take the pilgrimage to the Blockbuster in Freeport when it wasn't a fucking when it wasn't a goddamn T-Mobile store now, and we would rent games and movies. Wait, did we get it from? No, we got this one from the one in Merrick when that one was still open. I don't remember what it turned into now. I think it's a cake store now, but like
Everybody wants their cakes. You know.
we would walk to the Merrick one and rent movies. I really wish he still had Zombie Night, but that's a story for a whole different video. So yeah, that copy of Versus, he bought it we rented it from Blockbuster and we watched it, and we were like, yes, though. Yes, actually. And so, he decided to just buy it because it didn't cost that much. He just gave it to me because I love the movie so much.
So all of this.
And that copy of Versus, I've shown it to a lot of people. During our Jersey saga, we went over there during one of their random ass parties, and we were just sitting around watching a bunch of movies. It's like, guess what, everyone? We're watching Versus. And that's when freaking Morgan and a friend of mine's from Jersey, fucking Von Trapp, was we pretty much, since no one had a name in that movie, basically, we decided to give the main character and the main villain the name of the guy. That's the main character, and that guy, who's the main villain.
And now he's that guy from Kamen Rider.
Yes. The guy from Versus is
also the guy in Kamen Rider Kabuto. Ironically enough,
he's the worm.
Yeah, the worm.
The worm.
In Kamen Rider Kabuto. The funniest thing is he was the most boss worm character in the whole series. Like he wouldn't die. He stayed alive for like 6 or 7 episodes straight. But like
even going through the lengths of multiplying himself.
Yeah, it got to that point. Like
I like how he was just like a cocky shit, and then like
he got body.
And then when he multiplied himself, he became twin Bonchos.
Yeah, that really is just what happens when you split apart to become double Bonch.
So yeah. So it's the story of the guy fighting that guy throughout time and history.
Yeah.
And at one point, and the guy has the sword, and that guy has that sword.
It's funny because the guy and the worm, he doesn't. They never say his name in the show. They never say it.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, but then you go on the wiki and he has a name.
Yeah.
I'm like, where the fuck did you get that name from? Did he have like an action figure or something?
Probably.
Where can I buy it?
Alright, so now it's all put together.
It's an NES, certainly.
We fixed the NES, and now you can fix the NES too.
You can.
So, shutting the doors on the workshop. See ya.
The door.
Say goodbye.
Shut. Bye.